Hey mom and dad, friends, haters, anybody else watching this video. Happy New Year! Actually, I'm not that excited. Not that I'm not excited. It's just, I enjoyed 2025. I don't know why I feel kind of sad. I feel kind of sad that the year is ending. And I feel like I don't usually feel that way. I don't know what it is because it's not like this year was like the most incredible year of my life. I think it's hormones. Last year I made a 2025 reset video. This year I'm not doing a reset video for 2026, but I did do a few things to try to get my life together before the new year, just so that we can enter the new year on a high note. So in this video, I wanted to go over my 2025 goals, see what I was able to cross off, and then also go over my 2026 goals. I honestly feel like my 2026 goals are very similar to my 2025 goals. They're almost identical. The things I was working on last year are still the same things that I want to continue to work on this year. I feel like that's a good thing, I guess. I don't know why in my mind that's a good thing. I don't really know how to speak right now. Words, you know? Let's just begin. For anyone who's interested in making a vision board, I always start off with handwriting a bunch of goals. I usually do them in very explicit detail. Certain things I'll leave general, other things I leave details because I feel like if I don't provide details then I'm never gonna get it done. So for example, my workout schedule is in extreme detail, like on Monday these are the workouts I'm doing, Tuesday this is what I'm doing, Wednesday, etc. Because if I just leave it as like I want to work out more in the new year or I want to continue to work out in the new year, I just like won't. Like I have to have an exact schedule and a full out workout plan, otherwise I'm not going to stick to it. Same thing with money. I have a certain savings goal that I want. I will have like that exact dollar amount that I want written down. I don't put it in my vision board necessarily because my vision board becomes my wallpaper on my laptop and I just feel like certain details aren't for everyone to see, but I handwrite the details so that I know what those goals are. I feel like it's very helpful because then you can see how much you actually grew. Like for example, if I just said I want to grow my savings, by the end of the year I'm not really gonna know how much I had in my savings before, but if I put an actual goal amount of like this is how much I want in my savings, then by the end of the year I can see how much I actually passed that goal or how close I am to that goal, blah 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 blah. It just really helps me keep on track. First, let's review my 2025 goals. Last year I put consistent workout schedule, constantly moving my body. I definitely did keep up with that up until the month of December, really up until Thanksgiving, which I feel like I actually do this every single year. I've been consistently working out for the past 3 years, but every year around Thanksgiving I just stop going to the gym entirely. I don't know what it is about the holiday season that I'm like, I don't have to go. If anything, I have to go more because that's when I'm moving the absolute least and eating the absolute most. But for some reason, Thanksgiving to Christmas, really Thanksgiving to the new year, I'm like, what if I just don't go to the gym anymore until the new year? I need to stop doing that, but I do feel like I accomplished that goal. Stick to my social media detox schedule. I definitely stuck to that. So 2 Septembers ago, I created this social media detox schedule for myself and I just don't go on social media Monday through Friday. I eventually was a little bit more lenient and started to go on it on Fridays as well, so I really was staying off of it Monday through Thursday and then I would be active Friday to Sunday. However, I limited my activities, so like even though I'm still logging on the social media apps on Fridays through Sundays, I'm not scrolling throughout those days. It's more so just to post and then I disappear again, and I'm only scrolling when I have like ample time throughout the weekend, but I'm usually busy on the weekend, so I'm not on social media that much. I feel like this has helped my mental health so much. Not just my mental health, like social media can affect you in so many different ways. Aside from the obvious, like there's negativity on social media and like you might compare yourself if you're on social media, which I will say that's the one thing I actually love social media for, is not to compare myself, but I get inspired by other people, so it's not toxic to me in that way. I honestly just look at it as like a way to feel inspired. Anything that somebody else can do, I can also do. That's not usually my problem with social media, but my problem is that I don't think as humans we were meant to have that much access to other people or to even have that much information about other people stuck in our brains. So it's not like I look at other people and I get upset. I just feel like there was no point in me seeing what other people were doing today. Also, some people look at social media as a way to stay connected, but I think in a lot of ways social media disconnects us from each other because you feel like you know what's going on in somebody's life just by being on social media, and you feel like less inclined to reach out to that person or to talk to them in any other way of communicating outside of social media because because you're seeing everything on social media. So I just feel like I'm better off staying away from it. I do love social media. How do I explain what I'm trying to say? I feel like it's a tool for inspiring. That's how I use social media. Overconsumption of anything I think can just be toxic. For me, it's just that I don't want to have that much access to other people. I don't want to know what other people are doing all the time, constantly. I want to leave it as like an app for inspiration, which is why my following count is so low. I try to only follow like beauty pages or lifestyle pages or hair inspo, like just things that inspire me and have nothing to do with other people. I try to limit how many people I follow. I feel like it's just way too much content at once, and I truly don't need all that. I should have written down my thoughts before I even made a video, because now I feel like I'm rambling. But my whole point is I created that detox schedule to limit the amount of content that I'm consuming throughout the week, and it definitely helped me. I want to continue doing that. Fridays are always hit or miss. Sometimes I'll go on a Friday, sometimes I won't. When I'm not on social media though, I never feel like I'm missing it, and I feel like that is a great place to be. It's like I enjoy it when I use it, but I also don't miss it when I'm not on it, or I don't feel the need to like post right in that moment. If I'm posting something on social media, it already happened. Whether it's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I promise you I'm not there anymore, and it's in the past. I feel like I said a whole lot of nothing. Become more physically flexible. I did not achieve this goal. There's really nothing else to say about that. I was supposed to be stretching every single week, really every single day, but really on the weekends I wanted to stretch a lot and like try to get more flexible. I just stopped doing that. I don't even know that I ever started doing that. I do stretch, just not with the purpose of becoming more flexible. So that's just something to work on in the new year. Hair maintenance, learn how to style my natural hair. I mean, my hair looks the way that it normally does. I feel like the only difference is like my bangs are finally growing out, so like I'm liking my hair a little bit more. I didn't learn how to do anything like different with it. So I guess we can say I did not achieve that goal. Savings account, and then I had a dollar amount. I did reach and surpass my savings account goal. So yay me. Find my style. What best suits me? What do I feel the most confident in? I do feel like I somewhat achieved this goal, but not entirely. The situation that I face is that I have many different styles. I don't feel like I fit just one style. Like I love like the grungy gothic aesthetic. I also love the clean girl aesthetic. I also love like a preppy look. I also love streetwear. Like I love so many different styles that it's hard to dress myself. You know, it's not even hard to dress myself because I dress myself according to my mood, but it is very hard for me to shop for myself because am I okay? Shopping depends on my mood. So if I'm in like an emo teen mood, then I'm going to shop according to that mood. And then the next day I might want to wear streetwear, and I'm like, well, now I have nothing because that's not what I bought. So that's what I struggle with. So I will say that I do think that I have found ways to elevate my closet in 2025. So I guess in some ways I have achieved that goal, but I'm not fully there with like, oh, my closet is just curated perfectly. I don't feel that way yet. I don't know. I guess I partly achieved that goal. Be a minimalist. No overspending or over-consuming. I will not say that I am a minimalist, but I don't think that I overspend on clothes. I did buy a lot of clothes this winter though. The holidays, I'm definitely an over-consumer. I call it investing. You know what? It's not over-consuming. It's investing. I reuse everything. You know what? I will say that I didn't fully achieve that goal because I think I did spend more on clothes than I want to, but I feel like it's always towards the end of the year that I spend the most money. Like it's obviously during the holidays because it's Black Friday and there's all these deals and I'm like, ooh, I've been wanting this. Let me just get it now. I feel like this month I've been an over-consumer, but I feel like in the whole year of 2025 I've done pretty well with not overspending. Do more things alone. Yeah, I definitely did a lot of things alone this year. I went to a concert by myself. I feel like I went to several. I went to at least one concert by myself. This past week I've been doing a bunch of things by myself. I do feel like I achieved that goal. I feel like I'm going into detail for every single bullet point and I don't need to do that. Did I achieve it or did I not? That's all I need to say. Yes, I achieved that goal. Continue my reading grind. I guess this is why I'm going into detail because nothing is a straight answer. I was very on my reading shit up until November. I don't know what happened. So yes, until the end. New job title. I did get promoted. So I definitely achieved that goal. Travel more with Logan. Logan and I went to Mexico and Puerto Rico. So we did travel more. Focus on myself and these goals. And drink more water. For the most part, all I drink is water. But there are some days where I'll drink like a cup. Like today, I actually probably only drink a cup and it's the end of the day. Now moving on to my 2026 goals. These are almost the same as 2025. So consistent workout schedule. I already sat myself down a few days ago and built out a workout schedule. It actually takes takes me several days to build out a full workout plan. And here's why. I'm returning to office on Monday and I will be in office full time. I'm not looking forward to it. But because I'm going to have way less time at home, I needed to make sure that I had a very strict and structured workout plan. Otherwise, I wouldn't stick to it because 5 days is a lot. I know there are people who have been doing 5 days. I was doing 5 days during COVID up until I got this new job. But besides the point, my hair is really like, what is this part? Oh man, oh man. Oh my god, my hair is driving me crazy. Okay, since I will be returning to office full time this new year, I'm gonna be waking up crazy early in the morning, so I'm sure I'm gonna be very tired by the end of the day. But because I'm waking up so early, I'm not going to have time to be like, what workout do I want to do? No, I'm not gonna want to do anything. So I need to make things as easy as possible for myself. Having the strict workout plan is how I'm gonna do that. Also, I'm gonna be straightening my hair, so I literally have like on days that my hair is straight, these are the workouts that I'm doing. On days that my hair is natural, these are the workouts I'm doing. On weeks that I have my period, these are the workouts I'm doing. Like, it is that detailed because I don't want to slip up. It's hot girl summer. 2026 is hot girl summer. We're bringing that back. Flexibility, need to get on that since I didn't do it in 2025. Savings goal, I have a dollar amount that I won't disclose here, but I got a goal for that. Comfortability in my role. So like I mentioned before, I did get promoted. The newness of a job can be very scary and overwhelming. So my goal for this year is to just be comfortable in the role that I'm in. I hate feeling like I don't know what I'm doing or like I'm behind. It's inevitable. You're not, like, obviously if you start a new job, you're not gonna know what you're doing. I hate that feeling. One of my goals is to just become more comfortable and also just kind of go with the flow. It takes time to learn. I'm gonna figure it out. Travel abroad. I really want to go to Switzerland. I've been wanting to go to Switzerland for forever. I don't think Switzerland is gonna be a 2026 thing, but because I've been like itching to go, I'm like, let's go somewhere. If it's not Switzerland, like, let's go somewhere that makes us be like, wow, this world is beautiful. Really, I just want to see things. There's a lot of places that I want to go to. Right now, we got to look at what's feasible, you know? Switzerland is like a dream of mine. There's a few places that are dreams of mine. Because we haven't gone to too many places, I don't really care where we go as long as it's abroad. No overspending or over consuming. I did a closet clean out, which I filmed. I will show you guys later. In doing that, it really helped me see how much clothes I actually have, because the idea was that I was going to do a closet clean out and then I would go shopping and buy a bunch of clothes for my return to office. But after doing it, it actually had the opposite effect. I went through my clothes and I was like, I actually don't need to go shopping. I have everything that I need right here. It's just a matter of styling, which I can do. Mental health and self-growth, that's more personal, so I really won't do a deep dive into that. Home cooking, I plan on cooking my meals pretty much for every single day. Grow my YouTube channel, I have a certain amount of subs that I would like to have by the end of the year. Strengthen my hair, so instead of learning how to like style it, lots of hair masks, lots of clean quality products. I have another personal goal that I won't share here. Clean fashion style, confidence in my fashion style, kind of goes with what I was saying before. And also fully accepting that I can have multiple different styles. It's just stressful to dress myself under those circumstances, but it is possible. Skincare. So I noticed a change in my skin. Started over the summer, I got blotches and they never really went away. Right now I have foundation on, so you can't tell as much, but I really want to work on getting my skin back to that like buttery look that I had before. I mean, I think I know why I don't have that skin anymore, but it's sad because I, for a very long time, had like almost perfect skin, and I feel like this year my skin has taken a toll. So we need to work on that. I really didn't think that like pushing 30 I would still be dealing with acne problems, but here we are. And it's not just acne, it's like discoloration, like the blotches. I have like growths on my face too. It's just a whole big mess, but whatever. I digress. Limited social media schedule. We are just gonna continue that from this year. During the holidays, I kind of fall off with like everything that I've done the previous 11 months. New Year's Eve, I posted today, even though it's a weekday. But in the new year, I'm definitely gonna continue what I was doing all the other 11 months of this year. Make ample time for hobbies. Since I'm gonna be going in to work 5 days, I'm gonna have way less time to do things that I like. Aside from being in the office all those hours, I have to commute back and forth. So that's going to take a lot of my time. I need to make sure that I am spending time with myself, with my friends, with my partner, and doing things that I really truly love. Otherwise, I will probably become miserable because I don't think that we are meant to spend the majority of our lives working. It's kind of crazy that like 9 hours a day for 5 days a week is dedicated to like making money to survive. Again, I digress. And then I also wrote like a list of what those hobbies are. And that also kind of goes hand in hand with my hobby thing, but make time for social life and friends. Because I'm gonna have such a tight, busy schedule, I'm not gonna have that much time to do things outside of like the gym and work during the weekday. But I want to make sure that like even if I'm tired, I'm catching up with that friend at the end of a work day. I really just don't want to look back at my 20s and be like, I really just worked worked the whole time. I was just like, you know, making money and not doing anything with it. I got savings goals, I have future goals, but most importantly, I have present day goals, which is to make sure that I'm making time for people and things that make me happy. Because tomorrow really isn't promised. You could save all this money and be working all this time just to not even have a tomorrow. And I'd be damned. I'm just gonna make sure that I make time to do things. And that's it. So yeah, that's all the goals that I have for 2026. I'm sure throughout I'm gonna think of other ones. Oh, I need to drink more water. I actually didn't write that down, but I do need to drink more water, so I need to write that down. Going through your goals, your last year's goals, and creating new goals, that is step 1 of getting your life together. Step 2, also, I'm saying step 1, step 2, but like you can go in any order that you want with these. This is just the order that I'm going in. So step 2 for me, I went through my closet, cleaned everything out, reorganized that, and I filmed that so I can show you. It took me several days to do this because there was so much shit in my closet and it was overwhelming me. I said, what if I just do one part at a time? And that's exactly what I did. Let's get to cleaning out my closet. Oh, my head is cut off now. I'm just so tired. Does this work? Oh, this is gonna have to work. It's almost 7:30 p.m. I'm running on fake fumes right now. I only got an hour of broken sleep last night and had such a long day today, such a long day yesterday, so I'm really just thriving. I'm not thriving. I started to fall asleep and then I got a phone call, and once I'm woken up, I just can't go back to sleep. So now I'm up, and although it is 7:30, I feel like it is 2 in the morning. I am that tired. But whilst being tired, I simultaneously have a burst of energy. I don't know. I mean, this happens to me quite often. I feel like when I'm overtired, my brain goes into this mode of like, you actually have enough energy to get things done. I think it's like my body's way of tricking myself into thinking that I have energy that I don't have. This honestly could go one of 2 ways. It could either grow... Forget it. I have been wanting to do a closet clean out since before Christmas, but I have had people over. It's just been a very busy break, so I really haven't gotten that much done. But since I have time, and since my brain thinks it has energy, even though my body knows that it actually doesn't have energy, I decided, why don't I start my closet clean out now so that I don't have to do it later in my break. I'm also just running out of time. I still have like a week left of my break, actually over a week left. Every day is just getting more and more full, and I'm getting more and more tired. So while we have time, let's just get this shit done. I like to start off the new year with no clutter. I want everything to have a place. I just want to be a minimalist, which I'm not. I want to feel like I am a minimalist. I want to feel like there's no clutter around me. There is no anxiety around me. There are no anxious thoughts around me. There is no mess around me. There's no distractions around me. There is just nothing. External scenery really plays into my internal scenery, and if it's a mess, or if there's clutter, or if there's just a lot of things, then I feel cluttered in my brain and I find it harder to think. I find it harder to be creative. I'm saying all of this stuff just to say I'm gonna start off with my closet. I have so much shit in my closet. I really want to get rid of a lot of things. I do feel like all of the clothes I have I do actually wear, which is kind of alarming because I have a lot of stuff. So I don't really know where I'm like going, that I'm always wearing different clothes. That's actually a great question. Where do I go? I go out a lot by myself and I like to look good for myself. Yeah, now the reason why this could get murky is because I know that I'm actually tired. I know that on the surface I may not be, but I know that deep down inside I am, which means that there is a world where I unload my entire closet and then I'm too tired to put it back, and we really don't want to go there. So to avoid that sort of chaos, I think I'm going to start one section at a time instead of unloading everything, which usually is how I do things, because if I unload every single thing, I'll get scared, I'll panic. So we're not gonna do that. But I don't know why I'm even explaining this. I'm just gonna like put music over it and do it.
The mouth drop ends. Congratulations. It's been a lot of work listening to you, not because always ask me some. Because it is true. 7-year-old mother of 3. Just, it's so on 8 seasons. Or is this our, it's like, we're on your age to learn to give, and also inspired by been a mom says, I just can't find it. I mean, to me, I'm gonna be honest. But I think, yeah, you're gonna be your own person. Yeah.
Everything just fell.
It's true. Yeah. Because and I'll share something that's really helpful.
Now that I have a clear mind and a clear closet, I said, let's create a vision board. So that's what we did. It's not much different than the vision board that I made last year. I just went on Pinterest. I tried to search for pictures that would fit every goal that I talked about before, saved those, put them on Canva, and then reorganized them so that they looked appealing. I also try to keep all my goals in the same area-ish. All my like workout, fitness, health stuff is all on the left side, and then we have like my relationship goals on the bottom and hobbies up top. I want to be more active, which I feel like kind of goes hand in hand with my physical health. So I put a picture of a girl hiking because I do want to go on more walks, more hikes, just being more active aside from like actually going to the gym, just day to day being more active. Like if I'm in the office, maybe take the stairs instead of the elevator. Now I am on a very high floor, so like I'm not gonna take the stairs up to like the 139th floor. If I'm going down 2 flights, I can definitely take the stairs. Then I also have some quotes. Ironically, a lot of the quotes that I was pulling for this vision board, I didn't even realize were the same quotes I had for 2025. And I have hundreds of quotes saved on my Pinterest. So the fact that out of all of the quotes, these are the ones that stuck out the most to me, both last year and this year, is really telling. If it's still speaking to me in this new year, then that means that that is what I am meant to be reminded of. There's a reason why those quotes are sticking out to me. So I'm reusing some of them. And then once I'm finished with my vision board, this is going to be my new wallpaper for 2026. Ta-da! Look at the finished product. Isn't she pretty? Yeah. I also put some outfits in the center for different styles that I like. I feel like hopefully this will help me narrow it down a little bit more, like what I want to dress like. These are pictures of outfits that I've actually worn before, and I felt the best in these. So it's kind of just a reminder that like, this is your style, this is what you like. Not that I can't branch out or wear anything outside of this, but just a friendly reminder that I felt great when I wore these outfits. Now, something new that I kind of want to try to do, I feel like it's going to be a little hard to keep up with, but I saw this girl on YouTube talk about doing this. She makes a vision board for every month, and I was thinking she might be onto something. So I'm considering doing that because then I feel like it could be even more detailed to like, what do I want to accomplish in this month? Like, I don't know, I also feel like it's a part of my whole hobby thing because it's like a craft to create one, and I love creating them. So it might be something that's fun for me to do. It is New Year's Eve literally today, so by the time this video goes up, it's gonna be the new year already, and January would have already started, but it's never too late. So I might actually do that tonight for January, who knows? If I do, I'll show you guys. If not, I won't show you guys because I won't have anything to show. But that, I hope everyone had a great new year. Since this is going up after, remember that you can change anything at any point. It doesn't have to be a new year. You can create new goals at any point in the year. It doesn't have to be January 1st. And also, if you do create a vision board or you do have a resolution or whatever, you are allowed to change those. If there's something in my goals that I'm like, that's actually not a priority anymore, and I actually don't care to continue that, I don't actually have to go through with it. Whatever best suits you is what you should be doing always. So these are goals that I do think will benefit me in the long run, and I do want to keep up with all of them, but I also am going to be easy on myself because these are a lot of goals. You don't have to accomplish every single one. I actually starred 2 goals that are the most important to me to make sure that those are the 2 that I'm prioritizing, and hopefully at the end of the year, if I didn't accomplish anything else, hopefully I at least accomplished these 2 goals. That's just something to also keep in mind. I feel like the new year, a bag of emotions, some great or some horrible, and I'm trying to stay on the great side of things. Even though this year, I don't, like I said, I don't know what it is that I just feel like not. Am I right? It doesn't feel like a new year. I think part of it is 1, hormones, and 2, we just started taking down our Christmas stuff, which I think this is probably the earliest we've taken down our Christmas stuff. So I think I'm just feeling the post-holiday blues already, but not to fret because I do plan on filming a video of like avoiding seasonal depression. Because I'm gonna be returning to office, it's gonna be so much harder to like have time for videos, but I'm going to make it work because it is a goal of mine to get these videos out. But yeah, I hope everyone had a great 2025. I hope your 2026 is even better than your last year. I hope every day is better than yesterday. We're all gonna kill 2026. We're all gonna do great things in 2026. Let's manifest 20. You know what, actually, you know what's funny? Before, like, if you would say like, this is going to happen, people would be like, oh, you're jinxing it. But now it's like, you say it to manifest it, and it's like the opposite effect of jinxing. Who everything in life is so made up. like because I was just gonna say we're gonna have a great 2026, and then I was like, oh, let me not jinx that. But then I was like, what if I'm manifesting that we're gonna have a great 2026? I hope you all have a great year, and I will see you in it. Actually, we're already in the new year because this is going up late. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the damn things, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye.
Tell me, have you seen her? Let me wrap my weave up. I'm the trap Selena. Dame más gasolina.